All right, guys, it's been a hot minute, and this is so unlike me because usually you guys see me in very much a professional setting, which is very much who I am. I think that access to these types of levels takes time for me, but I've been seeing on my feed and TikTok and just like everywhere, and it was like the Great Lock-In. So I've decided that I am doing the Great Lock-In. The Great Lock-In is basically like 75 hard, 75 soft, 75 medium, the winter arch. It's like basically saying I am betting on me. I'm keeping the promises to myself. I am doing a self-audit, an audit of my life to figure out what are the lowest areas that I need to work on. And so when I've done that, I've noticed that it is creativity and it's been money. And I know you're probably like, money? Kira, what? You get that money. I do. Don't get me wrong. But being a better steward over my money and realizing that I'm not spending money, but I'm investing money. And also knowing that money is not like king over my life. Of course, God is. But how can I make money for me? And so between now and of course the end of the year, I am back to doing my long form videos because guys, it's been a hot minute since I've done a long video. I've been doing more lives than anything, and which isn't bad at all. Like, I love my lives, but I also think that I bring you guys a lot of value. But what I've noticed when I'm looking at all my different platforms, you guys love when I talk about God. You guys love when I talk about real estate. And so I wanted to mix all of that in one. And two, posting as much as I do short form content, I've noticed is that like, I need to get more money for posting. Like, I really show up consistently and intensely, intense some days too. But yeah, I'm doing the Great Lock-In. Who is up to do the Great Lock-In with me between now, September 1st, until the end of the year? This is helping you realign and self-trust, helping you stop breaking promises to yourself, guys. And so with that being said, yes, my next video will definitely be real estate related. And I'm doing a 3-part series. I'm doing a faith-based series where it's like, using faith to purchase a house, using faith to sell your house, and using faith to invest in real estate and be an investor. And so I'm so excited. And you guys will start getting a lot of that. That's going to be more my short form content. But next week, I will be talking a little bit more about a mini city in the city, because there's so much going on in Dallas, so much development. And I am wanting to change it up a little bit, not always give you that like super like polished, I'm in my office talking to you. I want it to feel like I'm talking to my best friend on FaceTime and I'm telling you like what's going on in the market. Like one of my best friends, Bailey or Melissa, like I'll call them and just like yap. And y'all know I can yap, honey. I know I can be short though, especially online. Online, I'm short because I know everyone's attention span is short. But then I've also noticed that there is a lack of long form content, and it's just so important that I can bring you guys some quality long form content that's gonna make you laugh, gonna make you cry, but also gonna give you confidence to get into action. And that's another thing too, like with my creativity and money being like the lowest, is also like, how can I really lean into like my mission, what I'm supposed to be doing in this earth, what God has already told me. And he has told me over and over and over again that I'm supposed to help people with confidence in him and confidence in themselves. So today is really just me letting you guys know that I'm not breaking any more promises to myself. You will see me show up way more for long form content. And I just wanted to give you guys an update. Like, life has been lifing. Like, August was probably my darkest month that I've ever had. I had a tenant who didn't give me a 30-day notice, and then here I am paying 2 mortgages, and like, but you also got to be careful, because it's like, okay, Kira, you've asked for all these things, so you need to prepare yourself for these things. And so with that being said, is as much action as I tell you guys to take, I'm taking the action too, to be more creative and be a better steward. So I'm super pumped to take you along with me. And also, I want you guys to know that, like, I know I come off as really feeling like I have it together. Oh Oh gosh, I love that. I love that for me, that y'all think that I have it together, but nobody knows what the heck they're doing. We're all figuring it out. And so as I'm figuring out AI and mastering that, as I'm figuring out what I really truly want in this life that God has, that he has given me, and then also how to show up and do the mission that he has also told me to carry out is so important to me. So y'all let me know if y'all like this setting, like us just talking and kikiing versus it always being at my office. I really want to do more like vlog style too, like in my car, walking. It's just, there's so many things that I want to do, but I also don't want it to feel like I'm making selfish content, because I like doing stuff for myself, but I also want to make sure that I'm bringing value to you guys. So one, I want you to figure out if you want to do the lock-in. Two, I want to make sure that if you're going to do the lock-in, the great lock-in, make sure it's going to be promises that you can keep, not promises that you're going to let yourself down in 2 weeks, okay? So stop trying to make it like this huge thing. Remember, it's baby steps. So if you haven't worked out since January, I don't think it makes sense for you to say, oh yeah, I'm going to start working out 5 times a week. That's a little much, okay? So do something that, hey, my great lock-in starting in September, which today's September 1st, I'm going to work out 2 days out of the week. So that's you guys. Mine is I'm posting 3 times a day on TikTok, because I told you creativity is something that I'm working on. I'm getting back in my editing bag and doing things a little bit myself. I've been having an editor, which they've been okay, but I think editing myself and doing more story time is something that I need to lean on a little bit more. And then money-wise, it's like, how can I make some more freaking money off of social media? And I think the biggest thing is showing up, and showing up consistently and bringing value. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So next week, we will be talking a little bit about Mini City, the mini city that we have in Dallas, and going into detail. And if you guys want me to do the faith-based series that I'm doing on short form content in a long form way, let me know. I would love to do that, because I just feel like I use faith in every aspect of my life. I even saw this thing on TikTok, like, you need to even have God be a part of your business plan. And I've even been doing that, guys. So I know this is a lot of rambling. I know this is a lot of like, girl, what are we getting out of here? What we're getting out of here is, 1, you gotta trust yourself again. 2, we have to lock in and keep the promises into ourselves. And then 3, let's do the damn thing. I'll see you next week. And comment below what you're doing to lock in. What are those things? What are the lowest areas in your life? I know that sounds kind of a little dark there, but what are the lowest areas in the health, relationship, career, creativity, and health? What out of those 5 things, what is the lowest, and how can you make those things better? All right, I want to hear from you guys. Lock in! Yay! We're doing this!
Oh my gosh, there she is. It's Kira Ford. Kira Ford. You don't know what? Never heard? Oh my gosh, she slays every time.